We are at MIA today, so this is the Minneapolis Institute of Art. I really wanted to show you the Chinese art collections here at MIA. This is one of the most important Chinese art and architect displays in the whole country. So when my parents moved here, we came here quite a few times just to look at these fine arts histories of my own background.
It's so important for me wherever I go in the world. I try to find some time to explore what the community have gathered and what they find is important and tells the story about the community.
Yes, let's dive in.
Wonderful.
This is a gate from a mid-class family's front entrance in Shanxi province in China. And this is probably in the 1800s when their families are big and then they have this big compounds. And they usually put their family philosophies on the front entrance, which is kind of to show their families and their children's what we should do as a human. It took me some time to try to understand the English translation of it because I'm looking at these characters here, 吕谦剑锋, and it talks about humility and talks about modesty, humbleness, gathering what's giving you, what's around people, and that's what we try to teach our children. When I first came here, saw the gate, an entire gate that moved here.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how much of effort that have cost the museum, and I'm wowed by the deep support and commitment of our Minnesotans, like the Dayton family and many, many others. They try to make this, preserve this art for us.
That's fantastic.
To enjoy.
To see something like this makes one really humble. The pure beauty of it. Tell me about this.
This ensemble here, the backdrop is a screen that made of huanghua li, that's a wood, and in the center there's the marble. And
is that marble?
Yeah, those are marbles.
Wow.
And down here is the chair is called the jiaoyi. These are known as the portable thrones for emperors. We have the saying in Chinese, when somebody gets the top position of some places,
yes,
we call them the first chair, first jiaoyi, which is perfect for you right now. You were the artistic first jiaoyi of Minnesota Orchestra.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
But this is a little too low for me, and that would get in my way of the arms. But you say it's portable?
It is portable.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sometimes these screens used as for setup for entrance ways of a place where to follow the rules of feng shui for the emperors or for the families. So these are very important.
It's fantastic. Yeah. So beautiful.
And you see the dragons there? There's tiny little dragons in these.
Oh, they're tiny. Yeah.
Dragon is considered creatures that creates rain, and it becomes the symbol of emperor from thousands of years ago. Yeah. So whoever becomes emperor, they are considered the dragon. Okay, so here comes to one of my favorites here, for many reasons. So this is a Jade Mountain. It's a complete one piece. It was commissioned by the emperor, the Qianlong emperor himself. And there's a story here I would like to tell you about. In the early 300s, there was a very famous poet, Wang Xizhi. He wants to organize a party with all these famous poets and scholars. So they go down by the Lanting Pavilion, and what they do is that they put wine in a cup and let it flow down the stream, and where it stops, the person pick up the cup, drink, and write a poem.
So you see the figures along the river here, right?
Yes. You see these little cups in there? These are wine cups.
Oh, of course they are.
Yes. And I'm just thinking, why are we still enjoying them? And just their details, the beauty, and the commitment that get us to still reading the poems, just like the music, we're still listening to the music hundreds of years later. I mean, these great artworks, they're just eternal.
Absolutely. Right.
It's fresh every time you listen to it.
Yeah.
So here comes the scholar's study here. This is a room for scholars or officials, a place for them to write calligraphies, to write books, to study, to read. All the bookshelves, the chairs, tables, they all have their own special meanings, and it really reflects the scholar's intellectual mission and their stature and their social status as well. And on the other side of the study is a little garden.
Yes.
And it's where they can relax, where they can meditate.
Well, the first thing that comes to me, the pure beauty of it, and the balance in the room, and as you say, with the garden behind. Mm-hmm. The way that they choose for the eyes to travel through to the garden, and the balance in the room is just so beautiful. And the fact that the museum have chosen to also to show the first floor, you know. It's so beautiful.
Through this door, we're basically peeking into the history, the time machine.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the things we haven't talked about yet are the Chinese zodiacs.
Yeah.
There are 12 animals associated with Chinese zodiacs.
Yes.
You remember that the main animal of
dragon.
this is the dragon.
Yes.
And dragon always kind of presenting good luck for the human, for us. And, you know, coincidentally, this year, coming year, after you join the Minnesota Orchestra, the first Lunar New Year, it's going to be the year of dragon.
No
Yes.
way. That's
so
fantastic.
this is really exciting.
Wow.
I mean, I was thinking about just having goosebumps to think about this.
Thank you so much for showing me just a little bit of this wonderful collection. A museum of this caliber is just fantastic to have in Minnesota.
We're so lucky to have that here.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
Yeah, we'll have to come back then.
Thank you for showing me.
You're
again.
welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.